after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
3rd and 8.
Now Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Williams to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the move to his left. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On the give, Krosky-Merritt.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
15 yards the pickup, 1st down Washington.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Up the middle, it's Krosky-Merritt.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Pablo.
To the air goes Daniels.
Throw to the right here taken in by McLaurin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Here we go. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense was pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Zamir White hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Commanders 10, Bengals 7. To kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demetrius Knight.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a second and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Burrow will throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the first and 10.
On one, ready?
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
To the air again, Burrow.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Right, 80. Right, up.
Here's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go.
White is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
I'm done. Stop. Ready. Stop.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, set.
White is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Commanders 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Again, it's Krosky-Merritt.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Krosky-Merritt.
Breaks a tackle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right back to Krosky-Merritt on 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Daniels.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Burrow.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach that, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now a handoff to Krosky Merritt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Cockrell holds it in left side.
20! And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, twin!
A run out of the gun. Here's Krosky Merritt with it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one is incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Burrow looking to pass. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Gun.
This time Burrow will look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They fire out quickly here to Lane. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, Krosky Merritt. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 127 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Daniels looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now it's Burrow. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
1st down, Bengals.
In motion, Hill. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2.
Here we go.
In motion, Hill. Here's Burrow. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Big 13. Big 13.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses home or out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow flushed out right. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown,
Jamar Chase with an amazing diving catch. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Bengals 28, Commanders 21.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing now is Daniels.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Krosky-Merritt.
Touchdown, Washington.
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt
With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Throw left side complete. That's White. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Can.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First down. Here's Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Now 2nd and 4.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They'll go again with Krosky-Merritt.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Bengals, Bengals, Bengals. Attack!
A give out of the gun to Krosky-Merritt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bengals 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Powering forward, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Burrow. Finds White.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. A 4th down. They felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Tiger. Hey, fire too hard.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just